What the hell? The fuck?
At about 6:45 today, Shakur may have lowered his own chances of surviving the attack by checking himself out of the hospital that probably saved his life. Tupac Shakur checked into the Metropolitan Hospital yesterday under an assumed name. His lawyer said that he had connections, but wouldn't say what kind, that could provide top-notch security for his rap star. Shakur and police said
They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. The Panthers' return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these 2 star playmakers on the outside.
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today. I don't know if either of these defenses is confident enough to go mano-a-mano with these 2 dudes on the field. They're 2 of the best in the nation.
These cornerbacks aren't looking for man-to-man coverage. I can promise you that. I'm like, give me some help over here. But we're going to see some split screens, and we're going to see who had more catches, who had more yards. We're definitely going to be breaking that down this game.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And this is not the way they envisioned the opening drive going with the 3rd and long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got
What's up, Drizzle?
2. You could tell the defense smelled.
Let me know when you're trying to get back on that division.
Got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to him. Wants to return it. So Miami's offense will go to work for the first time today. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997 Charles.
Alright, that's a bet. I should be available.
Athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, 2 alphas, 2 guys that play the position.
Should be available, man.
Wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Handoff from the gun. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. No matter
Most
who's been
definitely need
leading
to
the
get that
program,
DC stuff
Miami
done.
always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts
Yeah,
to
but
ripple throughout
I
the
think
game,
it's missions
look out.
every day, right?
Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15. Halfway there on first down, it's second
Because
and
before we
5.
got off last time, I seen there was 2 missions in Brooklyn that we didn't do.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal
I
at the
got
6.
nothing to lose. Just
All right,
lose,
defense,
just
that's
lose.
what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more
I don't
guys to the line
understand
of
why this
scrimmage. Got to get those
thing
running backs on the
charging.
ground. That's way too easy.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane!
They are charging,
How
bro.
efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
What type of shit
And
is
they
that?
just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this
I hear
game.
the
Great
back.
job in the open field. He's got
That's
tremendous
the
vision.
man.
He can
Come
make
on,
people
Brian.
miss. You saw all of
I
that
look
on
like
display
going to
here in
be
the
a
opening
bigger
drive.
A bigger
And
mission?
the extra
Bigger
point
mission?
extends the lead to 16. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground
Oh,
as the
okay.
offense comes out to
Well,
start
that's
next
what we'll
drive.
do.
Line gets set.
Like
First
I said,
down.
I got a lot of stuff to do in
Corners are walked up tight.
DC
From the
anyway.
gun, the running back has it. Just wanted to find a little space to run and
Nemesis.
ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
What?
It has been a
What's
less
that? A
than
whole
stellar
different
start in ACC play, and now the mission is to try to keep this
a
season
mission
going
called
down the
Nemesis?
drain.
Yeah, and you got to find new ways to motivate.
Damn,
You
why I
came into the
keep
season,
going
you're
this
probably
way?
like, hey, listen, we want to be ACC champs, and that dream is probably gone, but let's refocus, right, Jesse? It's really fun to be that team in the middle towards the end of the year, too, where you can play spoiler.
Yeah, it's all about building, too. Just one game at a time, and it just takes one win to get the season completely turned around. This team has not yet quit on the
Simulation,
year.
yeah.
They're still out playing hard with great effort. They just got to put a full game together.
Offense gets set for second down. The handoff as they run the counter.
Man, ain't no way he's supposed
Defense
to touch
closed
you
down
down.
quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man across the middle. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes it, gets another 1st down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake.
Come on,
And they took a
that's
shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few 1st downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
I think they'll go the way you playing with getting the Rick.
From the gun, running back on the move.
Talk Dixon, hit the Chris.
And he
They
was
don't want to
fortunate
listen.
not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. from the gun to give, looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Throw it away.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And
we'll have to boot this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep.
Me against the
Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds.
Me against the
The offense set for a first down play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Now on second down. Here's the handoff. And a short gain here in the first quarter.
I need my power running back. My power running back would have ran him over.
And Miami is on top.
My
They
power
came out
don't
and
make
jumped
it
on
reach.
them
Let me
early in
alone
the
not to
first.
get
Let's take a
much
break and look at the
time.
first
Some
quarter
of my
stats.
things trying to take the rest. Cause I got the gun like that.
This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer.
All on the side, see the movement,
Now
shoot
facing a
down,
third down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to pick up the first through the air.
Oh, I should have. What was I doing? I'm going for it.
And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
I messed up. I should be doing this.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got him, and they convert. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
They live well. I know how that means here. I did up
That's a great example of a receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get.
He tosses one high and deep down the left
See you, boy.
side.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Miami! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns.
Every move is a calculated step to bring you closer. Scream peace. It's deleted.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan is currently trailing in this one, but if history has taught us anything over the years, it's that closing out the maize and blue inside the big house is not easy. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USC. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I want to change.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys. And he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him. And that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
It'll be a draw.
Y'all stuck that draw in
He's
on me.
not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He gets a block. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Give to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
The big defensive tackles.
Tell me, baby, on your long leg. Don't want to rush so I can help you. It's your long leg.
And I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up. They don't get out of the midst of those words.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense.
Giving me
David,
with
I
the
know you love playing on defense.
And the Canes look to keep this drive humming. Give to the running back. They get him after he picked
ain't hot out there.
got him inside the
It ain't hot out there.
the 16.
You're going to be hot in there.
Frustrate the defense. Give that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is
2-minute warning, y'all.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Come on.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
Shout out to the 3 in the screen, man. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up on the way in, man.
And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
Requested. I'm only seeing 2 thumbs up. It's free, y'all. It ain't like I have 1,000 people in here.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Makes the catch.
Yeah, we got to keep him on the field
defense
goal.
able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Oh, I put the wrong
They'll put
play.
in play from the 41 on first down.
Thank you.
He wants to throw. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He lobs one high
Give me that.
on the left side. And the ball
Y'all see it say perfect user pick.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been...
Who I see? Oh, man.
And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
The hand to the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Williamson. Feeling some heat. Got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
Ah, do it,
picked off at the goal line. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing.
Come on.
Trying to get rid of it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw.
Come on.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Wide open downfield. The offense will quickly use a timeout. After that completion, move the chains. Now 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Hit right back to the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Bringing it back, it's Carr. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. One more snap coming before halftime. Going up top on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters there. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh.
The Hurricanes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by...
And that ball is picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big moment.
And the Hurricanes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now it's 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the punishment has been extended. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdown.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
Is it gonna go dead?
Yeah. But you need it.
I need to hold talk on the phone.
Inside is 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time.
Hold on, y'all.
First play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. You just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Here on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. On target. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly, 2-9.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. Second interception in as many drives. This quarterback, he's got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
Looking to move it through the air. Buys a little time with his feet. Takes a hit as he fires. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. They'll leave it with him. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. He's had a day, 103 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Quarterback sneaks it ahead. Touchdown, Miami! And the beatdown has ensued. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Nebraska was able to come away with the win as they have so many times there in Lincoln, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
He's going to pass. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He'll try it again. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that. Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. The running back has it. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on 1st down. Quarterback will audible. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. Hit as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll try the run. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
To the air, it's Williamson. They're trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Canes will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Fair catch called.
Shout out to the 7 in the stream. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up on the way in.
Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Second down coming up. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Let's see what they've got on second down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Throws to the back. Finds his man down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll try to get it through the air, using the quick game. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Trying to find his man on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. This is a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Leaves it with the running back. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Keep pounding away at this. Them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Sometimes you just got to give credit. Like, we had it covered. We knew it was a pass. Everything covered underneath, but the quarterback does such a good job of making that second play something special, pulling it down, getting the first down pretty easily.
Finding an escape route. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
They got my wrong quarterback in here, man.
Just took that one out of the air and sent it the other way.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Fires to the wideout. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
We get it back.
And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective
They
for
do
a
that
defense
sometimes,
is to
change your
make the
quarterbacks
offense
and stuff. I can't throw with that left hand
when they're
quarterback.
trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The give to the back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Canes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
Come on, set.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're able to make the tackle.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Field goal is good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad
He
game
should have
turn
fun
into
with
2.
that.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
They'll throw it on 1st down.
No.
Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I seen it. I should have went where I was going to throw to you first.
But coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build.
He says,
How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Corners are going to bail. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in...
See, I won't be able to advance. See, I can't advance right now because the other user in my season hasn't played their game and readied up to the next season. So we are 5-0, ranked number 3 in this dynasty with the other user. They number 1. They're Georgia. They're number 1, 3-0. And Heisman watch. Right now he's in the top for the Heisman Trophy. Then I got my halfback and my left end. His halfback is a junior, a power back, which that's what I need. I need a power back. Mine is a sophomore, and he's an exclusive back. And then my left end, his power back is 6'2", 232 pounds. My exclusive back is 6'1", 180 pounds. As you can see the difference. His overall is 89 with a star. And mine is a 90 overall with a star. But as you can see, the pounds is like 52 more, so he's stronger, bigger. I'm probably faster because I'm 180. And then my left end, he's 6'5", 245 pounds, a junior red shirt, overall 90. So this is what we used to play back in the days, our college days. We used to always play this, so when they brought this back out, me and him got it, and that's what we do. We recruit. We don't play an actual season. We do play actual season. If it's a dynasty, we play multiple seasons, but it's a dynasty. And we just go against each other, see who can get the Heisman, see if we can make it to the championship. And if we do, we play it. But we play every game now. We go on every level. So we started at rookie, going up varsity, all the way up to Heisman. Now, we played on Heisman before. You know what I'm saying? And we not all the way that good yet to play on Heisman, but we have, one game on Heisman. But this right here is the weak team's gonna be weak. The teams that you play that's ranked, they're going to play. They're going to beat you. Like last season, I lost 3 games. And lost I lost 2 games in the season to Clemson. And then I lost the championship to Georgia, to him, and then the season before this, no, that was his second season. The first season, I lost 3. Second season, no, that was the first season. First season, this is the second one. So, no, that's the third. The first season, I lost 3. Second season, which was last season, I won every game and beat them in the championship. And now we at this season, which is the third, because we started at 25, so it's the third season. And I'm 3-0 right now, so I gotta check to see if I played a ranked team yet. I don't think I played a ranked team yet. Let me see. Week 1 I had a bye, I think. Yeah, week 1 I had a bye. Let me see. Nope. Week 1 I played FCS East, which is a team that's so bad. Beat them 88-6. Then second week, like when we played on rookie, we only played two quarters and then we sim. If we lose, we lose. If we win, we win. But this one is a little bit different, so we just decided to play every quarter. Play every quarter. So yeah, so the second week I played University of South Florida. They was ranked higher than that. They lost to me. I beat them 84-3, which they couldn't do nothing with the University of Miami, you know. I do good at running. My passing is what I have problems with. As y'all can see, I threw 2 or 3 picks last game. Week 3. Week 3, I think I had a bye. Nope. I played Virginia Tech, and I won 40-14. As you can see, teams do score, and I do lose to teams on occasions. Let's see, week 4, I played Stanford, beat them 70-14. And now we at week 5. And I might have to play Pittsburgh. No, I just beat Pittsburgh. So 47-0. So week 6 I will have to play he will play Texas, which stays ranked 16. He 3-0, they 3-1. So that's gonna be a good game. He most likely gonna beat them, but they gonna give him a hard game because they ranked. I play Nevada. They have no chance. I ain't gonna even say that because some teams do have a chance, even though they rank be looking like that. But I should be able to annihilate them in week 6. Let's see, week 7. Matter of fact, can I just look at my schedule? Yeah. So I got Florida, which is ranked 20, week 9. I really ain't got nobody else that's ranked in mine. So I should run smoothly, but teams like Boston College, Florida State, Virginia, and maybe Syracuse. These are all in my conference, so those would be kind of hard games. So yeah, I can't go for it. Now I can force the advanced week, but that would be wrong if I force it and he don't get to play. So what I always do is back up out of here. Hopefully it don't cut me off, but back up out of here. And I don't even think I got a do I got a road to glory in here? Create a legacy as a player. To see what I can do is I can do a road to glory and pick a team to play on, pick a position, run that position, gain my player up, and then once he graduates, I can transfer him to Madden 25 and have him playing in Madden, and then I can go to Madden and just use him as a player prior to a career goal or something like that, a career mode or something like that. But I was hoping that he had played his game, so I could have played another one. So this stream is just going to end, and then I'm going to come back. I'm kind of thinking of re-downloading my UFC and do some UFC, or I know at 4 p.m. around 4 something, me and Dre Drizzle gonna get back on Division, as we spoke about in the chat room, Division 2. But instead of us being in Brooklyn this time, we gonna go back to DC and do some of those missions. Hopefully we can get some more people to join. Like Cabo usually join when he sees us on, we do missions and stuff and figure stuff out. So it's gonna be more streaming today. I don't know if it's gonna be UFC. I don't know. I should. You know what? When I end this stream, since I ain't got nothing else to play, because I don't like playing Fortnite solos. You know what I'm saying? But if I can't get nobody to play duos on that or something like that, then I'm going to go to NBA 2K24. And then I'm going to play Team Up. I just play Team Up on that with some randoms. Try to get some good games in, see how they go. I really don't like doing it like that unless I got somebody I'm playing with. But it's basketball, and I love basketball, so I'll be able to play that a little bit more than usual. Like if I'm playing Fortnite solo, I'm not gonna play that at all. I can count on one hand how many times I played solo, and I've been playing Fortnite for a long time. I do not like solos. So yeah, and I got another Dynasty that I can play in here, but it's on the easiest mode, and it's just it's like all I'm doing is trying to break records on that Dynasty, and I don't think y'all want to see nothing like that, because I be beating teams 125, 135 to 0. Like it just be insane, because I got on the easy mode and I'm just running up stats. I want the quarterback to throw for at least 400, 500, 600 yards. I want the running back to run for like 300, 400 yards. 9, 10 TDs and stuff like that. So I'm just running it up just to see if I can break all the college records. I got a mode that I do like that. So I don't think y'all don't want to see that, because that's boring. You know what I'm saying? That's something that I do when I'm bored and I just want to run stats up. So I'm going to come back with maybe 2K. Maybe I'll come back with 2K, or I'm going to hit bro up and see if he want to get on Fort. If you want to get on Fort, then I'll come back with Fort, and y'all can see us run some duos of Fortnite. But I just want to bring different games to the channel. I'm also probably going to turn the channel into like /gaming/podcast once I come up with the podcast name and get my podcast equipment, so we can be talking about different stuff as far as the podcast. I'm just going to try to make my channel grow a little bit more than usual. Try to give more content, stuff like that. So until then, I'll see y'all. And peace out. Yes, yeah.